In this video, I'm going to be going over the truth about work and how this perspective will change how you view your work life. Let's just jump right into it. Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Noah, back again with another YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality, aka Noah's Ark. And in today's video, I want to go over a video that will benefit you if you work a 9-to-5 job, or if you work a job that you have to clock in at, and whenever we think about 9-to-5 jobs, right, a lot of us tend to think that, they can be very stressful and very draining, which can be true for a lot of different jobs. But I want to go over an idea with you that will help you change your perspective of how you work in general. And this philosophy is something that I've adapted into my own life, and it is something that I live by with each and everything that I do, right? And that idea is that you don't really have to go to work, right? I think a lot of us think that we have to go to work, and that perspective alone is very draining. It can be very draining. How I like to think of work, I like to think of it as me getting the opportunity to go to work, right? Because to start off, right, a lot of people don't have that luxury of being able to work for money, right? And so just by being able to work alone, right, is something to be very grateful for, right? And so whenever we talk about our jobs, right, a lot of the times we don't necessarily, like I said before, it can be very draining, but this idea that I want to share with you comes from giving, right? And this idea is that whenever you go to work, your objective should be to serve people, right? Me personally, I work in the food service industry, so this will probably apply to a lot of people that work in the food service industry, but it'll also apply to those of you who work in retail, or I think most jobs this would apply to, because I think that the perspective that I have on work makes this idea, it makes it a lot easier for me to go in, and it makes it very harmonious and very actually fun for me to go into work, and that idea is that I get to help people, right? I get to serve people, right? Our jobs, we are making money, right? And we are making money from serving people, right? That's kind of how the law of exchange works. The more value you add to somebody's life, the more of that energy you get back, or money, right? In this case. And I think that going into work, you should be going in there with the mindset that I get to help people, right? I get to add value to somebody's life. I get to be able to help somebody and potentially make their day better. This phrase that I've heard before, I like to use it a lot: in giving we receive, right? In us being able to help other people, we will receive, right? And me personally, I make a lot of tips at my job. I think that I make the most tips out of everybody who I work with. And I don't say that to brag, right? But I do say that to help you understand that I am making a lot of tips because I am expecting to help people, right? I'm going into work with the mindset that I get the fun opportunity to be able to change somebody's day, right? Someone could have a bad day and they could run into you, and you have a small interaction with them, and you could make their life a lot better, right? Or that specific day, you could completely change their mood. And just by having this mindset, right, it can make you a lot happier with going into work, right? It can make you a lot less stressed out about your job, because you have the luxury of being able to go in there and serve people, right? Now, there are certain exceptions, right? If you're getting treated like dog shit, right? I don't expect you to want to stay at that job, but fortunately, where I live in the United States, there's a lot of different jobs that I could apply at, right? But that's kind of going off topic to what is the main focus of this video, is that you should be grateful that you get the opportunity to help somebody out, right? And once we kind of adapt this idea into our everyday life, every single time we go into the shift, right, this will change the way that we view work, right? And this is how I get a lot of tips at my work, right? How I get a lot of tips at my work is that whenever I go to work, I am grateful that I'm able to serve somebody, right? I'm grateful that I'm able to help somebody out. And once we adapt this mindset, people are going to want to, tip us, right? People are going to say, wow, thank you so much, right? This small idea that you don't have to go to work, but you get to go to work, right? Because you have the opportunity to change somebody's mood completely. This will change how you view work, and it'll change the attitude that you have whenever you step into the shift, right? And something that I like to do right before I go into the shift is that I like to put my hand over my heart and take a few deep breaths, right? However many you need. I like to close my eyes, and I feel like the power of visualization can really change and alter your life. And so what I like to do is I like to visualize and say out to the universe, please universe, allow me to have a fun and peaceful shift. And as I'm saying that, right, I say that a couple times to myself, but as I'm saying that, I'm envisioning myself having a very fun, peaceful shift, right? I'm envisioning myself laughing with my coworkers, right? Because laughter is a very positive emotion. But I'm also envisioning myself having fun, right? And this is very powerful because it changes it sets that intention to the universe that I am gonna have a peaceful and fun shift, because I don't let what's going on the outside dictate how I'm gonna show up to work, right? And I like to do that before each and every shift because it helps me, it gets me wired. But going back to what I was talking about earlier, I think that it's very important to go into work knowing that you have the opportunity to help people, because once we have this idea, people are going to want to help us, and you never know who you might run into, right? It might open up a business opportunity. It might open up an economic opportunity for your life, for your career, right? You just never know. And that is a secret as to how I get tips, right? It's because I come in to serve people. I come in with the expectation that I'm gonna have a good time, right? I expect that I'm gonna have a good time, and because of that, my mood is always very positive, right? And the positivity radiates throughout the room, and people feel that energy, right? And that's why people want to tip me more, because I'm willing to help people. I have a lot of coworkers at my job who are like, man, this person paid $60 for a meal and they didn't tip anything, right? And I always tell them, like, the reason why they didn't tip is that exact reason, right? You can't expect a tip, because the moment you expect a tip, right, you expect somebody to give you money, is when you're going to be disappointed, right? And you're not. That's called conditional love, right? Love on, you're only doing kind things for people in order to get something, right? You want to take something from that person. But in reality, you should want to help people out of nothing in return, out of the graciousness of being able to potentially change somebody's day, or, just making someone feel good, right? And once you take on this mindset, you will be unstoppable, right? You will go into the shift having a really great and wonderful shift each and every day. And it's how I make the most tips at my work. Or I don't know if I make the most tips, but I make a lot of tips. You know what I mean? A lot of people at my work acknowledge that fact, and they know that it's because of my energy, right? My energy is contagious, and it's because I actually go into work wanting to help people out. right? It's because I want to serve people. You know, just like recording YouTube videos for you, I want to add value to your life. I want to help you awaken to your true abilities, right? It's what I always say on my YouTube channel. You know, that's my goal. And it's because I really want to give back to you guys, you know, because I know that in giving, I will receive prosperity and abundance, you know what I mean? Just by wanting to help people out. And so I think adapting this mindset and this mentality will change the game for you. And so I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I wanted to talk a little bit about work because it has been something that's been very prominent in my life, my 9-to-5 job, right? It might not be the funnest, but I think adapting this mindset will help you change your perspective on it, and hopefully it can help you have better days. But with all that being said, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. And if you have any future video recommendations that you have for your boy, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below as well. If you just want to say hi, you can DM me on Instagram or in the comment section below. I will respond to each and every comment. But make sure you guys hurry up because my YouTube channel is blowing up right now. I've been getting a lot of traction recently, and if you don't want me to miss your comment, make sure you comment now before I end up getting really, really big. But with all that being said, my friends, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.